What's up, VC? This is Dylan. Woke up this morning at about 5:30 and was watching friends' YouTube post about recent vinyl finds. And I've been wanting to do one for a while, but I keep waiting on stuff. Now I've got something coming here or there, and I'm waiting on it to get here. Stuff's always coming, so I was like, you know what? I need to go ahead and just do one to keep it under an hour. So I'm trying to do a quick video here. So I found some stuff last night, which kind of pushes me over the edge of getting into dangerous territory as far as length is concerned on these vinyl finds. So I'll start off with what I got last night. What we got on the turntable today is this thing. This is one of the ones I was really excited about getting. It's called Wood. It's kind of a play on words, pretty clever. Wood. It's not like wood, but it is. It's got the wood grain, and this album was kind of a mystery to me. I got these from a guy. He's a local guy, Hardy Boys Records. He's kind of just starting out selling and buying and stuff, and he's bought some insane collections here lately. And when he gets anything psychedelic, he lets me know. When I get some stuff he looks for, I let him know. We both had some stuff each other wanted, so I went over there last night to swap. This one, he said it was psychedelic, and I think it seems like I've heard of it before, but I didn't know much about it, so I traded him an REM record for this. I heard one clip of it before I went over there and got it, and the only clip of it online right now is called "What's the Season of the Witch" by Donovan Cover, and man, it is killer. It's female vocal, so that's what that one track was. So I figured it was like a female vocal, like Fear Itself or something like that. But it is just all kinds of stuff. There's some male vocals on here. This is actually side 2. This is the first time I'm listening to it right now. So, man, this is really cool. I'm thinking about seeing as how you cannot find a clip of it anywhere online. I don't think it would be pulled off if I did if I recorded the whole album and just posted it on my YouTube channel, because this thing is really good. It deserves some listen time. I don't know if it was ever issued to CD or whatever. I couldn't find anything about it online. So it's on Perception Records. I think it was 1969 or 70, something like that. I could be wrong. But really, really cool psychedelic album. So I got this last night. Really super excited about that. Next one I got from him was Southern Prison Blues on Tradition. I like blue stuff on Tradition. It's not too expensive. Some really cool stuff. This is all titles recorded at Louisiana State Penitentiary in Angola. I'm really excited about listening to this one. I've got a similar one, and I really liked it. So I like the prison songs and stuff. It's just like raw blues, and that's real blues if you're in prison, I would imagine. Never been, but I can imagine it would be something to be blue about. This was in there. I was shocked he had this. He bought this from a collection from somebody. This is the Marcus King band. If you've never heard of Marcus King, he's a kid. I mean, he's like, I want to say kid. He's younger than me. He's probably 20, 22. He is, he's a blues guy. If you like Warren Haynes or Government Mule or Allman Brothers stuff, check this guy out. He is a insane guitar player. But I saw this in there, and he didn't know what it was, and we worked out a really good deal on it. So on TradeWise. Oh, this one. So he told me about this a couple months ago. He had this. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. I don't do 45s much, but when they are kind of a one-off to where the band didn't put out an album, they just put out a 45, I'll get it, especially if it's psychedelic. This is on Club Records. This is a local thing. This is from Greenville, South Carolina. It's a band called Medieval Morning Blues. It just looks so gnarly with that caveman club. And one side is To Be in Love, and the other side is Come On Up. It's a garage rock 45. He sent me an audio clip of it a couple months ago, and I was like, man, I'd love to have that. Online, there's some pretty high prices for it, so I was like, well, I don't know. He didn't want to sell it online, so he gave me a really good deal on it. And actually, when I got there, he's like, you won't believe this, but I found another one. So he had 2 of these, and they're really rare. I don't know how he found 2. He said it was 2 different collections. but probably just because it's a local thing that they're maybe floating around this area. But if this is something you've been looking for, I've got 2 of them, so let me know. I would do pretty good on that one. I'd love to sell it to somebody or trade it to somebody who's local, like North South Carolina, but doesn't matter. This one I was really super excited about. This is TNT AC/DC. This is an Australian pressing. I'm not sure if it's a first, but it's early. It's got the blue Albert Productions label. This thing is really sweet. The jacket's in really good shape. The vinyl has a little bit of wear on it, but I'm not worried about it. It is seriously, I'm not huge on AC/DC, but like, growing up, I would crank AC/DC in my bedroom and try to learn Angus riffs, and just loved AC/DC when I was a kid. And I've heard about those Australian pressings. I've always wanted one. Never, ever seen one out in the wild. So he had that one, so we worked out a deal on it. There's another one he had. He actually wasn't going to sell this to me. I saw it on my way out the door. I was like, what is that? And because I just saw the promo, and he pulled it out, and he's like, yeah, I was going to post this on eBay. So I talked him into working it into the deal. But this is the Bird's Sweetheart of the Rodeo. I actually don't have a copy of this at all. I saw this. I saw it was a promo. I was like, man, I'd absolutely love to have that. Weird thing about it is that it doesn't have a white label. It's super clean. It's got the 2Y 360 sound label, but it's not promo. So that's weird. But anyways, oh man, this Wood record, they're playing Sunshine of Your Love. Sweet. Next one, saw this one. Love, Real to Real. I get my hands on any love I can. That sounded weird. I mean, any love records that I can find, I buy them. This one I was really thrilled to see. This is the Meters Cabbage Alley. I don't have any Meters. I've heard a lot of really good things. I've heard their music before. Really dig it. I never ever see it on vinyl anywhere, especially original stuff. So I popped on that bad boy. All right, so that was from what I got last night. Really exciting stuff. Enjoying listening to some of these. This is some random pickups of various places I've got. First one, this one I've been looking for. Well, I've had it for a long time. This is my copy. This is the one I've had for a long time. This is my copy. I got this for $1 at a garage sale. When I saw it, I laid a big brown egg. I was like, man, this thing's awesome. But the condition is a little bad, if you know what I mean. Like, the sleeve is non-existent, and the vinyl looks like somebody punted it across a garbage dump. And I hesitate to even play it because it's in such bad shape. So I've been really wanting a one that's a really nice, clean, listenable copy. Found this one. Really good price on it. Couldn't believe it. Grabbed it. So excited to have this. Really stoked. This next one, okay, this is Noel Redding's band after Hendrix went bye-bye. Noel Redding, Rod Richards, and Leslie Sampson. I've been looking for this for a while. It's called Road. This is some just like hard-hitting rock and roll. I mean, this is a little bit blues-driven, but it's just, I can't think of anything to compare it to. It's really good. Check it out if you're into that type of thing. I've actually never had any Syd Barrett on vinyl. Just his solo stuff. So found this, really good price. So I picked it up. Madcap Laughs and just Barrett, self-titled. It's a compilation of both. And really excited to have this. Really good shape. It's on Harvest. Dig it. This one I've been looking for a long time. This is SF Sorrow, The Pretty Things. This is an original US. It doesn't have the original UK cover, but it's the US cover. It's on Rare Earth. This one's, it's not in the best shape, but it's in good enough shape to listen to and enjoy. Plays through really well. If you've never heard of this is like if the Beatles weren't rich and famous, but depressed. That's what this is like. It's a concept album. I really love it. It's really great. I mean, every time I listen to it, I fall deeper in love with it. It's the best. This one's been really high up on my want list for like a couple years. Really been looking for this one. This one's not very common. Joseph, Stoned Age Man. I first saw this on Ron Hogsy Report, Ron's channel. Forgive me, Ron, I can't remember your last name. I don't even know if anyone knows it. So Joseph Stoned Age Man, I think he said this was the first album he ever bought, which is crazy. This is like really, really, I don't know, man. It's hard, psych, crazy vocals. It's like, you know, have you heard the crazy Jim Morrison stuff, like the live stuff that he's like going nuts? It's kind of what this is like. Great guitar work on there. Great, just it's a great Psych album. If you like Psych, if you've never heard of this, check it. So good. This one, being a Zeppelin fan I am, you're probably not gonna believe that I've never had this, but just got this when I first really took a re-interest in vinyl as an adult. I saw these online for hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and then they finally reissued it. And I haven't I guess they reissued it last year. Haven't had time to go pick it up, or I don't know, time, money, you know what it's like. There's always something else coming up, but recently was able to pick that up at a really good price. This is a bootleg I've been looking for years. Hiawatha Express. I've heard the audio online, but I've never had the bootleg, so I'm excited to have this one. This one, this is Blue Chair, Vincibus Eruptum, I think is how you say it. I've had this record in the past. When I sold everything off, this one went with it. This original went with it. This one I recently found for just a few bucks. Been looking to get another copy. Really excited to have that one. This one is The Second Damnation of Adam Blessing. This is a really... their first album is really good too. But this one I've been looking for. This one I prefer to that. It's like some hard-hitting rock and roll, man. Some psych rock. Really good stuff. It's just like early, I don't know if you call it proto metal, but it's early metal stuff. I mean, it's not metal, but, you know, it's some thick, deep rock and roll. Really good stuff. This one, okay. This is a huge grail. Huge grail for me. Been wanting this record since before I was born. I just didn't know it. I never thought I would even hold a copy of this. Really excited to have found one that I could afford. As you know, sometimes these original Psych albums that are $500, you almost have to buy a reissue. I've never seen a reissue of this, and I'm sure now that I bought one, that they will come out with a reissue. But for now, got this original Mighty Baby. This thing is wicked. This is some great psych rock. It's like some I don't know. You guys probably get railroaded for this description, but it's just really good songwriting. I think some really good riffs on here. Sometimes funky, sometimes bluesy, sometimes soulful. Really, really, really good. I mean, I cannot say how much I love this album. Every track on it's awesome. The opening track is phenomenal. If you guys haven't heard this, at least go look it up online. This one I got a really good deal on because it's got a little bit of stuck, you know, how the albums stick together. Right there on the bottom. But the vinyl is perfect. It's on Head Records. It's almost impossible to find a copy for under $200. But this one's well below that. And this next stuff is just some more random. This one I actually got several months ago. I posted my want list on Instagram, just like randomly in an Instagram story. I said, this is my want list. If anybody's got anything, holla. And this guy owned a record store in Atlanta, I think. I can't remember. But he sent me a message. He's like, hey man, I've got one of yours. I'm going to send it to you. If you want to send me $20, that'd be great. So I did. And he sent me The Power of Zeus. This is The Gospel According to Zeus by The Power of Zeus. This is a killer album, along the same lines of, you know, your early metal stuff, hard rock, psych rock. It's in really good shape. Original pressing on rare earth. Great stuff. Okay, this one I bought in a collection a while back. It was one of my first videos where I went to a guy's house and just bought his whole collection. I had gone there twice. Second time I bought everything else other than like the really obviously good stuff. This was Miller Anderson, Bright City. This guy played on a lot of different albums, a lot of different projects and stuff. This is some good guitar rock. On my not my last video, but the video before that, I bought a bunch from a guy. Guy had like 20,000 records in his basement. It was unbelievable. I only kept a small handful of albums for myself off of that. I think I bought 300 or 400 albums. I can't remember. But this was one of them. I had this years and years ago, and somebody twisted my arm to sell it. This is Santana Lotus. It's a 3 LP live recording of Santana. Actually, let me see if I can open this gatefold for you. This thing is gnarly, y'all. I had it years ago. But like I said, the times they were a-changing, and I sold them. Had so many. If I had all the records that I used to have, I would have millions of records. So that's an exaggeration. It's an exaggerational figure. I probably would. This is another one out of that stack that I bought. Kinks Preservation Act 1. Excited to spin this. Haven't spun it yet. I like early Kink stuff. Sweet. This one I mentioned in another video. I was trying to do my vinyl tag video or whatever, and I did not have a record from 1988. This is the one I chose, but when I went to go grab it, I realized that I had sold it to a friend who really wanted a copy. Traveling Wilburys, Volume 1. Stoked to have this. These, I used to have these as well. I don't know if you guys know, if you've seen these Cream compilations. There's one for Heavy Cream. That's just a Cream compilation. I don't even know why I want this stuff, but I do. So there's Heavy Cream, and there is Eric Clapton at his best. There's also Ginger Baker at his best, and there's also Jack Bruce at his best. So still on the lookout for Ginger and Jack. I used to have them all, but things happen. You sell things. This is another one. Used to have it. Don't have it anymore. Found it. Love it. Keeping it. Deal with it. This one is a mystery to me. Okay? I have asked my Zeppelin fanatic cohorts what this is, and no one knows. This is a U.S. pressing of Zeppelin 3. If anyone can figure this out, you're a genius. This is SD7201. It's an original Zeppelin 3. It's got the Do What Thou Wilt in the dead wax, but the vinyl is like 200 gram. I mean, it's so thick. Never seen one like this. I am just kind of baffled. It's a U.S. pressing. I've had a million U.S. pressing originals with the Do What Thou Wilt and the dead wax. I've never, ever seen one like this. So when I see Zeppelin that I've never seen before, I keep it. So if anybody has any information on that, let me know. Be really excited to hear. This one I found at a thrift shop. This is actually an upgrade copy for me. This is Gets Gilberto. This has got the Girl from Ipanema on it. It's the famous track. You know what I mean. Really good stuff. Can't spin it because that would definitely get yanked. Alright, got this one in a dollar bin somewhere. This is Gentle Giant, The Missing Pieces, a radio station copy. I love how radio stations just felt the need to write the station as big as they could on the cover. Thanks a lot, WQFS. What does that stand for? Wacky Coils finally stopping. That's what I thought. This one got super. Yeah, I think I got this for $1 too. This is a promo copy of the American Revolution, David Peel, The Lower East Side. This is like a Goofy Stooges or MC5. This is proto-punk, good stuff. You guys know what that is. You've been there. This was one I bought from a collection. Didn't know if I was going to keep it or not. It's going to stick around for now. This is a Hendrix box set called Twin, and it is the most unnecessary box set I've ever seen in my life. It is a German on Polydor, and it is only a 2 LP. It's got a book and everything, but it's only a 2 LP. I'll make a box set. Tell you why. To make more green. And that's why people do things in this world. Hate to break it to you. Alright, this is another Jimi Hendrix box set I got. It's just really cool. It's a 4 LP. It's on Barclay. Don't know much about this, but I saw it. Really cool. Had to have it. Last one, also from that collection, John Coltrane Quartet Ballads. Never see original Coltrane stuff. When I do, I like to keep it. It also came with a John Coltrane and Duke Ellington, the Duke Ellington John Coltrane album, whatever, on Impulse. It also came with one of those, but I already had one, so I traded that to my bud. Tunes from the Man Cave, which reminds me, I have a Tunes from the Man Cave stack. Oh, there it is. So, I know I've talked about this fella in my videos before, but he's been like long-time customer of mine. Comes to my house and dig, and lately he's been coming and bringing some records to trade. As he knows, he has bought a ton of my stuff. We were talking about the other day how many records I've sold him. I think we're about at 1,000. I'm not joking, from this guy. So over the years, I think I sold some of my original Soundgarden stuff to him. Told him, he's asking if I was looking for anything. I was like, I really would like to have some Soundgarden. I don't have any. I used to have every first pressing Soundgarden, the ones that were available in colored vinyl I had. I had a Bad Motor Finger that was signed by the whole band. I sold like a week before Chris Cornell died. Anyways, so he brought this over. This is Telephantism. Is that it? Yeah. So anyways, this is like a 3 LP compilation of Soundgarden stuff. I mean, that's good enough for me. I'm not crazy about Soundgarden like I used to be. Life changes, your taste change. I do love Soundgarden, absolutely love them, but it's just one of those things. I'm not going to sit and listen to a Soundgarden album. I'm not going to blare it in my house. I got kids, you know what I mean? So, also, this is one that I've had so many copies of this, but I didn't currently have a copy. This is Nirvana Nevermind. Hold on. You guys know what the cover looks like. On pink vinyl. This is it's German. Yeah, I think it's German. So anyways, he brought that to trade for me. Stoked to finally have another copy of that. I hadn't had one in a while. And then these are ones I've never seen before. This is Bob Dylan Historical Archives. This is Volume 1 and Volume 2. If I see Dylan, I don't know. I keep it normally. So that's what I got now, guys. Some really cool stuff coming, though, here in the next few weeks. I'm really excited about. And hopefully I'll get this Wood album uploaded. This is the Season of the Witch that I was talking about. I was talking in the beginning about I was watching a friend's Vinyl Finds video, and that's Tunes from Man Cave, like I'm talking about. He some people gave him some suggestions about how to make his videos better, and his latest video is really good. I'd recommend going and seeing it, his Vinyl Finds video. He's notorious for posting like 40-minute long videos, and so we were like, dude, you got to cut them bad boys down. I don't have time for this, Ain't nobody got time for that. So he cut them down. That was 15 minutes. By watching that, I was like, you know what? I need to upload some that are under 15 minutes because some of mine are getting crazy. So that's why I went ahead and just pulled the trigger, did my first Vinyl Finds video. So if you guys have any more suggestions for me, anything to make them videos better, I am here for you. I just want to make you guys happy. I want what's best for you. So I've learned not to take offense when someone tells me that, my videos are bad. Just tell me what you want to see, and I will fight for your right to party. Anyways, hope you guys are doing good. So stoked to be a part of the VC. Oh, I just hit 100 subs. Forgot to mention that. Totally forgot to mention that this week. It's just been a real whirlwind. Been here on YouTube for 2-3 weeks now. Hitting 100 subs, just like, man, it's an honor. So I'm not gonna babble on anymore. I'm gonna let y'all go. So peace.